Emotional intelligence, the ability to recognize, understand, manage and respond effectively to emotions, is increasingly recognized as an essential for personal well-being, healthy relationships and effective leadership. Yoga provides practical tools for cultivating these capacities through mindfulness, breath awareness, self-reflection and compassionate living. By enhancing self-awareness and promoting emotional balance, yogic practices helps individuals to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. So today's topic explores how the ancient science of yoga can support the development of emotional intelligence and foster greater empathy, resilience and interpersonal harmony. So let's discuss on the topic, can yoga contribute to developing emotional intelligence? It is a great pleasure to extend a heartfelt welcome to Ms. Nisha Hariramani, a distinguished senior international teacher of the art of living, humanitarian and an accomplished Bollywood choreographer. Currently serving as the Africa coordinator for the Breath, Water, Sound program, she has devoted nearly 2 decades of spreading the message of peace, meditation and joy, living across Africa. As the first art of living teacher in Uganda, she played a pioneering role in establishing and expanding the organization, transforming countless lives through programs on meditation, stress relief, and emotional well-being. Her remarkable humanitarian service includes positively impact over 3,000 prison inmates through the Prison Smart program and facilitating the landmark partnership between Uganda prisons and the art of living. Instrumental in organizing Gurudev Shri Ravi Shankar historic visit to Uganda, Ms. Hariramani is admired for her compassionate leadership, selfless service and unwavering commitment to uplifting humanity, making her a true ambassador of peace, hope and transformation. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Ms. Nisha Hariramani. It is a great pleasure to warmly welcome Ms. Ayasha Shivpriya from Pakistan, a dedicated yoga instructor, meditation guide and passionate ambassador of holistic well-being. With over a decade of experience in Hatha Yoga, Kundalini Yoga, Pranayama and meditation, she has inspired students across the world through her authentic and transformative teaching. Trained in the revered Shivananda yoga tradition and certified through Yoga Vidya, Germany, she has taught internationally in Geneva, Zurich and Berlin since 2012. Currently based in Karachi, she conducts Kundalini yoga classes, private sessions and meditation programs. Deeply inspired by India's spiritual heritage, she has undertaken pilgrimages to sacred destinations including Rishikesh, Varanasi and Tiruvannamalai. Her personality reflects wisdom, serenity, compassion and cultural openness, making her truly inspiring guide on the path of physical, mental, emotional and spiritual well-being. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Ms. Ayasha Shivpriya.
Krasimir Logofetov from Bulgaria is the chairman of the Rishikesh Association, dedicated to advancing yoga practice and its role in personal development. He specializes in teaching restorative and therapeutic yoga. Krasimir is also an active member of the Bulgarian Association for Yoga and Yoga Therapy, where he contributes to organizing yoga therapy seminars, training courses, and practical exercises. His work focuses on enhancing the benefits of yoga through comprehensive education and practice.
I'm excited to introduce and welcome a very talented yoga ambassador and successful entrepreneur, Ms. Anilda Nocka, who has introduced the first certified Baptiste Power Yoga practice and studio in the Balkans, specifically Albania, with 20 years of yoga experience. She is a self-driven yogi who is passionate about changing lives in the community. She lives in by volunteering her services and building her brand by sharing her passion for health, wellness, and the benefits of yoga. She owns Power Vinayasa Yoga Studio that offers a variety of different forms of yoga, including yin, restorative, prenatal, chair, sport yoga, personal training for injury recovery, and meditation. She's certified level 1 and 2 certification for Baron Batty's Power Yoga, Lakshmi Volkar Chair Yoga Therapy Training, Yoga Alliance 200 Hours Yoga Training Teacher Certified, Art of Assisting with Batty's Institute Certification, Cryotherapy and Red Light Infusion Programs, and many more. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Anilda Nocka. We are honored to welcome and introduce Dr. Vikrant Singh Tomar, an internationally recognized scholar, writer, and management consultant with an extraordinary commitment to global well-being. Nominated by Civil 20 under G20 as the international coordinator for the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam initiative, he has addressed the United Nations headquarters in Geneva on the International Day of Conscience. In June 2023, he served as the global convener for the World Yoga Summit in Germany and is also the international coordinator for ICCR-nominated Global Conference on the Holistic Yoga Beyond Physiology 2023. He is one of the most sought-after speakers across India. His work has impacted over 3 lakh beneficiaries across 120 countries, including cabinet ministers, bureaucrats, defense, corporate professionals. He convenes United Consciousness Global, aiming to develop the world's first integrated manual for humanity, leads Project Self USA to promote scientific aspects of ancient Indian philosophy, sits on the board of European Yoga Federation in Italy, and oversees spiritual healing in Africa through the Spiritual Council. He additionally founded, with an academic background spanning business management, journalism, public administration, philosophy, and yoga. Dr. Tomar's prolific writing, including Rule the World as Krishna Did, continue to inspire countless individuals worldwide. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome Dr. Vikrant Singh Tomar.
Most welcome Krasimir ji, Anilda ji, Ayasha ji, and Nisha ji. Such wonderful thing. We come from 3 different continents and looking forward for a wonderful discussion. I hope I'm audible.
We can't hear you.
I'm audible, Anilda ji. Krasimir ji, am I audible?
Yes.
We can't hear you.
Okay, if 2 people can listen to me, that means all
Namaste.
good. You can listen to me, Ayasha?
I can't hear you well. Vikrant,
you may need
namaste.
to log in again, or probably you need to fix your system. Anilda ji, what about you? Can you listen to me?
Now I heard you, but again it's...
Okay, now you can listen to me, is it? Ayasha ji?
I'm so sorry, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me. Krasimir ji, you can.
Yes.
Perfect. Can our tech team support Anilda ji
I'm
and
so
Ayasha
sorry,
ji?
I can't hear you. I will ask for some help, maybe.
Okay, so some tech person will contact you soon to fix it. So to begin with, till Ayasha ji and Anilda ji fixes their system, our question of discussion today is, can yoga contribute in developing emotional intelligence? The world in which we are living today is a reactive world. From citizens to the head of the states, you listen such news that people are reacting towards each other. Now, today we are going to discuss, is there any connection between yoga and emotional intelligence? So let me start with Krasimir ji. Krasimir ji, is there any connection between yoga and emotional
I'm sorry,
intelligence?
Sakshi, I cannot hear.
If yes, then what?
Thank you, Vikrant ji, for organizing this event and for inviting me. It is a big pleasure to participate and to your question, yes, definitely there is a very strong connection between the emotional intelligence and yoga, and we consider yoga was first. After that was the definition of emotional intelligence, and in fact, yoga is something that develops the self-awareness, the resilience, the connection between body, mind, and soul. And by acting on the mat, we act not only on our body, but we definitely change our mind, and by that we develop our emotional intelligence. So when we are doing yoga, we are self-experimenting and working together on our emotional intelligence, and in developing compassion, mindfulness, and resilience. And also by that we change our behavior. We change the way that in which we interact with others. So definitely there is a very strong connection between yoga and emotional intelligence, and yoga helps a lot in development of our emotional intelligence.
Thank you. Nishaji, the same question to you. What do you think, if anything is left with Krasimir mentioned, you can add that also. What do you think is the contribution of yoga towards emotional intelligence?
Thank you, Vikrantji. Lovely to be here, privileged to be on this platform. I would speak out of my experience. I highly agree with what Mr. Kashmirji has said. I agree to it. But you know, when I talk about something, I relate it. I relate to it with my experience. So, if I would say, when I started my journey in the art of living as a teacher, I started consciously taking out time to do yoga without even knowing the benefits of yoga and how it is. So I know that it had helped me tremendously. So I speak out of my experience, because when I was also, you know, it happens when you are in India, you get married to Africa, you come suddenly, the whole change of environment and everything. So now the reason of me starting yoga was like to just get a peace of mind. Yeah, I started like that, and that's how it contributed into my emotional strength. So I would completely relate with it, and yes, it does. And the first benefit you get while doing yoga is awareness. It's like a simple awareness of what's going around, and only when you know what's going around, then you know what's happening inside as well. So I can completely relate to it. Yes. Oh, we can't hear you.
We saw Kashmir mentioning that yoga connects mind, body, and soul together. It's about mindfulness. It's about being connected with self and being connected with others. And Nishaji also mentioned it expands the awareness. Which aspect of emotional intelligence, if it connects, of which aspect of emotional intelligence yoga relates with the maximum? Ayasha ji.
Namaste. Om Namah Shivaya. Thank you so much, Vikram. Good to see you and good to see all of you. So which emotional intelligence improves? So when we become aware of our own self, which is the divine itself, we see in each and every person also the divine testing us. And as we practice yoga, we undergo through a lot of transformation. And also we learn to know our patterns, which things are triggering us. And so we see others, you know, from the same lens. And the patterns, emotions, reactions. And in the yogic tradition, this is also described as clearing energetic blockages and awakening the chakras. Now we are going from one chakra to another. And as understanding of ourselves deepens understanding of others naturally. And Patanjali reminds us that friendliness, compassion, joy, and equanimity brings serenity to the mind. So this is my own experience as a mother of 4 children, and what yoga brought to me, balancing my emotion and accepting the changes. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That was wonderful. Ayasha ji mentioned it broadens self-awareness, transforms self, and that transformation reflects on our relationship with others also. And she gave example of Maitri, Mudita, Karuna, and Upeksha principles of Yoga Sutra. We have Anilda ji. Anilda ji, what aspect of emotional intelligence is maximum connected with yoga, or how yoga contributes into emotional intelligence?
Well, hello everybody. I'm very pleased to see you again, and thank you for sharing your experience, your love, and your dedication to the mission of expanding this global awareness of yoga and meditation and being a better person. Personally, what we see lately, considering the whole world, at least my part of the world where I live in, we're under a lot of stress and bigger expectations from life, from everything that surrounds us. I think one of the most important things in my life is developing compassion and empathy. So we talk about kindness and ahimsa and these interconnectedness between us, but sometimes we forget to look deeper inside into relations that we have with ourselves. We lose that touch, that what we really need and what is really us internally. We are always searching easy solutions. We want to find these gratifications by just sitting in meditation for hours and trying to fix or force fix our our thoughts and our situations, and that deeper connection with ourselves and deeper understanding of our real uh, thoughts that we have inside of us as yoga teachers, as inspiring other people. We go through our own troubles. Sometimes the people that surround us, they look at us for inspiration and they think that we got it all figured out. And guess what? We don't. None of us has. We all go every day through our struggles and through our ups and downs, and recognizing, I believe, these points in our own lives as people that deal with openness and being more aware of how our real world works, I think makes us better people to spread this
Thank you.
awareness of the emotional intelligence.
Thank you very much, Anilda ji. She also confirmed her own experiences of life in support that yoga contributes. Now, the second most important point, which we want to enter into the discussion now, once we have established that yes, yoga contributes and our own experiences of life has shown it. So we have a first-hand experience of it. Now, we, as I started, we are living in a reactive world. We react at times in relationships. We react at times to the situations. We react at times towards our own self. So, me versus myself, me versus others, and me versus situations. Krasimir ji, how yoga teaches me not to react but to respond towards self, others, and situations. What are the mechanisms of yoga which help me to be more responsible towards everything? Over to you. Please unmute and speak.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Vikrant ji. Yoga is a great teacher, a great science and philosophy, and it teaches us through many times through all its practices and scriptures. And the first thing that we are starting is by making asana. Let's say when we hold difficult posture, difficult asana, when we feel uncomfortable, we are trained to develop our resilience, our sustainability, and not to pay attention to the discomfort. And through that, we develop our emotional intelligence not to react to external factors, but to accept them, to feel them, and to think how we can sustain and what is their influence to our body and to our mind. The other mechanism is when we do meditation and we concentrate or meditate on certain um, idea, then we develop our intelligence towards accepting the something different and something new, because if we keep our mind closed, we cannot put anything into it, and we cannot connect to others. And after development our internal awareness, then we have to develop our acceptance and a relationship with the entire outside world. So yoga helps us a lot, not to react to external influence, but just to accept, to put, if we can use the saying in to put ourselves in other shoes, and then we can feel what they feel, and not to react to their actions, but just to accept, think about them, and after that behave properly. So yoga is a great teacher, and it
Thank you.
helps a lot in
Yes.
development of our
So thank
relationship.
you very
Thank
much,
you.
Krasimir ji. He mentioned that for the physical stability of asanas goes to the mental stability. Also, meditation expands awareness, and acceptance is the big gift of yoga. You accept things. That's wonderful. What is your take in this, Ayasha ji? How yoga helps me to be more responsible towards everything, including myself? You may need to unmute and speak. Yes.
Thank you so much. I also agree, Krasimir, but I also think that after having asanas, understanding of karma, the law of karma helped me a lot for my reactions. And especially when I know that whatever action I do, whatever thought I have, it creates more karma. So I better think before I act, at least. And even I look at my thoughts, if it is, yeah, they are giving me, blessings, creating more punya. And so the law of karma was for me the first thing which clarify all my answers and pain also as a empath, as a mother, as a woman, and still working on it. Yes, as a human. And we choose compassion over judgment when we start doing yoga, understanding over anger, and service over ego. Gradually, love for humanity and all living beings begin to grow through yoga. So I always say when we enter our heart, lifting up from the lower chakra up, and their compassion starts and understanding.
Thank you. Thank you, Aisha ji. Law of karma was very profound for her. That changed her perspective through which she used to look at the life. And now she sees that every action, whether it will incur punya or it will incur into law of karma. So lots of many things that she also shared, which was phenomenally good. Anilda ji, what, like, people are not, everybody's talking about compassion, empathy. Even Kashmir ji mentioned about empathy, Aisha ji mentioned about compassion over judgment. How yoga improves empathy in relationship with others? Unmute and speak, please.
Yeah. Okay, so when we find ourselves, at least in Baptist yoga, from personal experience, the first thing we put our students is in a heated room, already uncomfortable as soon as you get in. So most people, we see the reaction, and the first thing is that heated room. It's like a relation with others and ourselves. We become uncomfortable. So as we move through the transformation of the practice, we see the bodies transform, we see the facial expressions reacting, and the struggles we get into the yoga mat as we move to balance and breathing and sweating and not holding the poses, they start under, help us to understand that we're not perfect, none of us. So the more we sit there with that deep breath in a heated room, I believe that's like that mirror that we don't dare to look at, but when we are on the mat, we look at ourselves and we feel that some days we are 100%, some days we're not, and most of the struggles in relationships, I believe, happen when we don't accept that we're not perfect. Again, turning at that courage to look at ourselves and understand that we're human, we do the best we can, and the energy we reflect is the one that comes back to us. So in relationships, yoga helps to better feel our feelings, to feel what's going on inside of us, the struggles we go through every day into our yoga mat as we practice, and that hour that for a little bit longer, that time that we get on the mat with our own practice allows us to clear our minds from whatever else surrounds us
Perfect. Thank you very much.
and just be real with ourselves. Feel the
Thank you.
feelings without fear.
Thank you very much, Anilda ji. She mentioned about the importance of breath awareness, and all days of life are not alike, and give your best and leave the rest. Before I come back to you with the next question, Anilda ji, if you can move to some place where you get better network because your voice is blurring.
Oh, okay. Let me sure.
Yes. So now the question from Nisha ji. Nisha ji, how it helps us to develop more empathy towards others.
Yes, thank you, Vikrantji. Here, I would like to say कि we should see where it is originated from. Yeah, how it is. Like we all are agreeing. Oh, we should be like compassionate. We should be understanding. But neither of us are. This has been taught in our schools or in our universities where we go. Right? We have just been giving us the books and do. Now nobody teaches us how to deal with your mind, how to deal with your inner peace. Nobody teaches us. So when we step into this path of yoga, first thing is you align with yourself so beautifully. See, when you align with yourself, you are more understanding. First thing is with yourself. You are more compassionate. First thing is with yourself. So if you are more understanding and compassionate with yourself, definitely you would also spread out the same wherever you are, right? In surroundings, everywhere you go, because you are like, and when you go step out, you just radiate what you are. There is nothing. So when you follow these little process or brushing on our mind again and again through the breathing, through the meditation, you keep reminding yourself that this is your nature. There is nothing you do out of your nature. It's just that for a while we forget, we get into all those ego, stress, frustration, and then again we need to switch back to our nature. And yoga and breathing and of course meditation helps a lot in this. I would like to say that.
Thank you very much. Now, the last round. It is a rapid fire round. Every guest will give one practical tip to become more emotionally intelligent tomorrow onwards. One executionable tips, no theory, just a tool. How to do that? We'll begin with Kashmir ji. No elaborations, What one thing one should start doing from tomorrow to be more emotionally intelligent? Any yogic tip? Go ahead.
First, to start with the emotional intelligence, we have to train how we accept ourselves and how we behave to ourselves. So, one simple yogi practice is training ourselves to be more compassionate and more calm, and follow the Yoga Sutra, which is the essence of yoga. Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Just to free out of external vibrations and distortions. And this practical exercise is, which is famous for me. This is the breathing technique Brahmari, just humming like a bee, inhaling and exhaling with closed mouth, pronouncing the sound M, letter M. And by that you calm your mind, and you develop your internal emotional intelligence, and it will spread to the entire world after that.
Thank you. Thank you. Brahmari technique, he suggested. What about you, Ayasha ji? One practical tool, quickly, without elaboration. Unmute and speak, please.
Yes. So I would also come back to the breath, and I would also suggest to do Nadi Shodhana to balance the both Ida and Pingala, that you can experience your Sushumna. And yes, from my side, it would be because it balances the lunar and solar energies and helping restore emotional equilibrium and inner clarity.
Thank you.
Yes.
Anilda ji.
Personally, I would go, don't be afraid to fall and rise quickly. So use your feelings in your yoga mat, in your breathing, in your meditations, whatever you consider you failed, just wrap it up, try again, and rise up again. Breath of fire would be my to-go state.
Anilda ji, I could not listen to you clearly. Anybody of you, if you could understand it, you can repeat the point again.
Okay, so what I was saying is if you fall into your yoga practice, get up, try again, don't be afraid to fall. And then for me, breath of fire is what centers me, brings me back to reality. It's powerful, it's energizing, and it clears all the negative energy into your space.
Thank you, Anilda ji. Nisha ji.
I would like to add here to sit few minutes with yourself, eyes closed, connect with yourself, smile more. Smile, just make your smile very cheap, make your anger expensive. That's what I would say. Smile more, feel very grateful, and that's it. Yes, good to go, because for the beginners, this is the one I would say. Smile more and sit with yourself.
Sweet.
Thank you very much, all the honorable guests and audience who are watching us from different parts of the world. We were discussing, can yoga contribute in developing emotional intelligence? A word which is coined not much years ago, but yoga has been contributing towards it since time immemorial. Krasimir ji said answer is yes. And how? Yoga helps you to balance body, mind, and soul. It increases mindfulness, and it increases understanding about self and understanding about others at the same time. Ayesha ji mentioned that the answer is yes, because it increases self-awareness, transforms self, and it helps you to reflect the situation. Also, Maitri, Mudrita, Karuna, and Upeksha are the things that yoga teaches us to use it. Anilda ji also mentioned compassion, empathy, gratitude, meditation. Enjoy your own company, and another, because you will be always there with you, come what may. And she also said that there will be ups and downs in life, but balancing ups and downs of life, it is what yoga teaches us. And when setup gets upset, then you should not feel upset about it. So ups and downs will come. And then Nisha ji mentioned also the same thing, that awareness will increase when you follow yoga. Then we went to the next point, that how it can contribute. So Krasimir ji added one, that start with asana. When you achieve stability of body, it reflects in the stability of mind, because body and mind are so much connected with each other. Second, he said, do regular meditation. Meditation expands inner awareness in which you talk to yourself. In prayers, God listens to us, and in meditation, we listen to the God inside us. And when you meditate regularly, he said, it helps us to understand the situations of the life. Not everything I can control, control the controllables, and accept everything which is not in my control. It increases acceptance, he said. Positively accept all the uncontrollable situations in life. That makes you less reactive. Another thing he used is empathy. He said that when you develop a pratipaksha bhavana, kind of, you understand the another person's point of view also, because when you meditate, you see, you create a space where you can see others' point of view also. And he said, start with accepting self as you are. When you accept self as you are, then he said the second step will automatically happen. You'll accept others also as they are. As rightly said in a proverb, that when you blame others, you haven't even started. When you blame this, when you blame people, you haven't started. When you blame the situation, you haven't started. But when you blame nobody, you are already there. So he mentions that. And then Chitta Vritti Nirodha, he mentioned, external and internal situation may come and go like clouds, but he said that yoga teaches us that we may need to assure that we will be stable in between. And for that, he said, start with Brahmari. Thank you very much. Then Ayasha ji mentioned that law of karma is something which taught us everything. And she said it is life transformation. Whatever goes around comes around. Every action, every thought, every word, and every thought is karma. So be mindful about what you do. And that's why choose judgment over compassion, choose understanding over arrogance and anger, choose service before ego, because we are too temporary here to have permanent problems in life. What kind of ego? We haven't done anything which nobody has done before us, and we cannot do anything which nobody will do after us. So what ego and for what? She said, start with breath. Because Upanishad says breath and mind are twin sisters. And Nadi Shodhana, she suggested, balance Ingla and Ida and Pingla, and so that the Sushumna can get activated. Profound. Then we had Anilda ji, she also mentioned the importance of breath in balancing emotional intelligence. And she said, life will happen its own way. Few days will be 100% good, few days will not be. You can't control everything other than your own thoughts. So give your best and leave the rest. Feel and accept yourself first, accept the situations, and accept your journey, which is very much unique in its own kind. It's your journey, which is other than different from others. Start with pranayama, she also suggested. And then we had Nisha ji, she said that align yourself. Align yourself with when your thought, action, and speech are aligned, then yoga manifests inside you. And she said, self-compassion is the key. When you are okay with yourself, then you'll find others are also okay, because you echo yourself around the world. And know that it is your nature which reflects outside also. Start with meditation. Make your smile cheaper, anger expensive, and have gratitude, because if you are not grateful, you are great fool. So thank you very much, dear wonderful friends who are attending us from different parts of the world. Such wonderful guests we had. I'm sure you must have benefited by this panel discussion, as I was also. Thank you very much.
So
Nisha
much.
ji.
Thank you. What a
Thank you,
Thank you
beautiful
Vikrant ji.
so
story.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Anilda.
all of you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. Thank you.
Thank you.